Sex work, i.e. prostitution, is not bad. No matter what Hollywood or what paid politicians or maybe not paid politicians, as in Donald Trump, might think or might try to tell you, sex work is not bad. First of all, no one has ever died from sex. Not directly, anyway. And when sex is done in a safe environment, that means in a decriminalized or legalized environment, nobody has ever died from just having sex when it's done safely, again, in a legalized or decriminalized environment. Also, sex or sex work is not a gateway to immorality. It's not like a gateway drug. So it's not like you're gonna like be a sex worker one day and then like be some kind of raper or it's not like you're gonna like go all like nymphomaniac or something. Most sex workers already enjoy sex. That's why they do sex work. And see what else. Sex work or prostitution has been around for millions and millions, like thousands, 8,000 years. Okay, so it's a natural thing. And in 440 BCE, whatever that is, some person, I don't know, named Hedros or something, he wrote about ancient traditions of the goddess worship, which was prostitution. So back in that time, in 440, prostitution was looked at as a type of worship that you do. So pretty much every female of age female was required to be to do prostitution at least one time in her life, and it would be these would be done in churches. So the women would show up, and the clients would all like show up, and then if the girl was really pretty, then she'd get picked right away, and then she'd get to go home if she didn't want to do it no more. Or if she was really ugly, she would be there for many, many years, and that's where nuns come from, because these women, they were really ugly. They might have took them years before they got picked, and then they just have to stay in the church and like be like a nun or something, and they'd never get picked. Yep, that's true. And let's see what else. Oh, prostitution in the U.S. was actually legal for most of U.S. history. It's only been up until the last 100 years where politicians and different organizations have found a way to demonize it and criminalize it and make money off of it, making it illegal, just the same way as they did with the war on drugs. It was a way to target different minority groups, and mostly women that were like lower class, that maybe didn't have as much money, because they couldn't just like put these people in jail just for being like, promiscuous or something. So they had to make up this whole propaganda thing and morality thing of, taking money and not being married, or, is sinful or something like that. And it's just like a bunch of propaganda. And I can't even believe that even now today that women are allowed to own property and are allowed to be single, because back then really you couldn't be single or own property either. Even now that the propaganda has carried on over, and it's less about religion, but the religion you don't see, it's more in the background where they take donations and they're like, oh, the poor, children of the night, we must save them from trafficking, and then they get all these donations that way. and then they open up orphanages, and then they like keep a lot of it though, like kind of like Hillary Clinton. They keep most of the money, and they get very, very rich off of all the propaganda. So yep, sex work is not bad. Only the propaganda and only making it illegal is what hurts people and what causes racketeering and pimps and traffickers. Because what trafficking really is it's people taking advantage of women who can't go to the police. Yep, it's true. So that's what happens when it's criminalized. You're afraid if somebody's taking your money or making you work or threatening you, like, oh, if you don't, do this or that, or you don't give me all your money, I'm going to turn you into the police. It's very easy for someone who's undocumented, illegal aliens, or even like runaways. It'd be very easy for someone like that to be a victim. So yes, but sex work, it needs to be decriminalized for everybody, not just minors. Take care.